Evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Toronto Rock Athletics Center here in Oakville, Ontario. We have done it. We've reached the postseason here in the Rock Elite League, the final week of play. And quickly down the floor, Team White, as we had a quick exchange. It's Team Black earlier. We'll play 24 minutes of run time here in the junior division. This is the seeding game, third and fourth, and Kevin Orleman, huge save there as he gets a start here for Team White. They occupy the home bench in this game. Scott Delzato, he rips a shot in now. Chases his own rebound, though. Another one that bounces through the legs there before it's finally picked up and pushed out. Cameron Dunkerley. Team Black starting goaltender. Still to come. Later this evening, gold medal final in about 1 hour's time, featuring Junior Red and Junior Blue trophy presentation following that game. So RockEliteLeague.com to see the stats and standings for how these teams got into these games here this evening. Matthew Carrick alongside our crew. The junior division for the final time of the 2015-2016 Rock Elite League season. Far side backing away is Luca Donetta there. Shot close to the over and back, and now they do go over the line, just passing through the Toronto Rock logo. It's picked up here by Team Black. Curtis McGrath passes far side. Now goes in the middle. Stir up trouble. Sidearm shot around the screen from, I believe that's Riley Armstrong. As they work outside of center now, Team White gives for Delzato. We'll see a lot of him. Hard shot there from Donetta. Goes in on goal. Dunkerley sends that one aside. Rebound picked up by Team Black. Bit of an off-balance stutter step there from Armstrong as he tried to bring it up over center. And now pushes it up. Donetta intercepts. Looking for looking for Yvonne Boldock at center. Boldock is now going to cut in as Stevens takes it out from behind the net. Luke Stevens with a good chance. Dunkerley makes an even better save. Now up over center. Played by Colton Gaunt. Goes to the half boards here. Huge lean there from, I believe that's Braden Cresswell. The 18 with the white tape, making it a 78. As Cresswell comes in again, takes a huge bump after the shot. Save made by Orleman. So Aiden Conlon coming over to apply pressure. One-handed reach back there. James Vesna can't pick up. And then a huge whack. Another one that goes on the arm, and that will be a slashing call as they're on the wrong side of center. So far, Dunkerley hasn't realized it, as now he does. He goes racing to the bench. Picked up here on the doorstep. Shot and a save. Spencer Gaunt right in tight. Kevin Orleman turns that one aside. Jacob Lowe cutting through. Goes to the middle, has it bounce away. Still loose, is now finally touched up by Team White. We will get the slashing call. Coming here against James Vesna. Dustin Pratt setting up the power play. He's the quarterback man now. Over to his left. Comes back for Pratt. Shooting lane plugged up mostly as now the box becomes a diamond. This side is crouched down as the shot comes from the outside. Orleman did a bit of a tap dance there. It goes in for Hayden Kuhlman in front of the grandparents who we got a chance to meet before this game up here in the press box. Kuhlman, the opening goal, comes 5 minutes in to this placement final game here in the Prospect Division. of the Rock Elite League. Sidearm shot goes well wide. Bit of a tip from the defender, Yvonne Boldock, in a foot race here. Looks like he's going to get there first. Beats out Owen Quick. Trailer is Danetta. Tap dance in front. Dunkerley slams the door. Rebound bounced momentarily in the crease before it's now picked up. As here comes McGrath. Up for Jake Boudreau. Boudreau, the pick and roll there with Cresswell. As Cresswell made to go to the net. Boudreau now comes over to help out on the loose ball. Yvonne Boldock, hard pressure. Cresswell over the shoulder. That one sails high up into the screening late in the shot clock. And it'll be Kevin Orleman picking it out of the crease. The long pass. He was looking for Boldock. Intercepted by Cresswell, though, and Boudreau back the other way. Boudreau to the far side, cutting down. That's going to be a crease violation, as I believe that's Nathan Ethier. Pardon me, Max Uranton, as it's the black number 3, not 7. Coming through on that attempt. Here's Aiden Conlon. His shot, Dunkerley sends wide. Goes into the corner, and now Team White will set up. One nothing score. Early on in period number 1, as here comes Team Black back the other way. A shot, slash, it looks like, being called there on the breakaway. It will be a penalty. Coming up to Team White again, as Kevin Dong goes off. As Coolman takes quarterback here. Scored that opening goal on the preceding power play. There's Ethier. Red bucket, number 7. Oh, Orleman, another one that rolls wide. He stops it before the line. And a very calm call from Jeremy Bailey as Orleman tried the outlet pass. He got caught up in one of the industrial-sized fans they've got here. Takes a lot of skill to hit the rafters. It is a pretty high ceiling, comparatively speaking, to some of the old barns these guys are used to playing in the summer. Junior camps set to open up. Number of runs and workouts before selection camps begin for a lot of these kids who will be representing junior C, B, and A clubs all over Ontario in the coming months. Be sure to go and support your local minor club. James Vesna tries to come out with it. That one pops away. Stolen on the bounce by Armstrong. He takes the shot. Saved by Orleman. Armstrong gets his own rebound. A couple whacks there from John Vesna. And Vesna's going to go here. 38 seconds remaining in the first Team White penalty. As Cresswell, the long outside shot, comes in on Orleman. And we will get the penalty call. 27 seconds remaining in the first one, so it'll be 5-on-3 advantage now in favor of Team Black. Team Black representing the visiting squad here this evening. Cresswell, far side. They do keep one high. Callum Gertley, it looked like the safety valve, and it's not going to matter, though, as Dong out of the box. Was that Coolman again? Looks like Coolman. Scoring again. Dong just leaving the box at the tail end of his power play. Of his penalty, there was still time on it, though, when that goal was scored. So it is now 5-on-4 in favor of Team Black as Coolman back after the ball again. He picks it up. First possession off the faceoff. 14 minutes remain here in half number 1. Coolman straight to the net. Give him the hat trick. All on the power play early on here. 3-0. So they go back to the faceoff dot. Scott Delzato. Spencer Gaunt. The blue bucket. Red shoes for Spencer Gaunt. We got a tie up in behind the net as Gaunt goes after Delzato going to the net. And Delzato will score. One back for Team White now. First goal, 13-8 already the shots here for Team Black. As Orleman takes the chance to get a quick drink. Kevin Orleman in net. Getting from his younger brother, Steven. Late change, getting the last man on there for Team Black. He was caught in the neutral zone. So that'll give it to Yvonne Bulldog, who races in, shoots just wide. Picked up here by Ethier, who gets dropped. Looks like maybe the back of the arm there, but no call. So Ethier comes up over center. Too close to give possession away on that one. As Hubbard. Orange gloves, lime green socks, red shoes for Hubbard. Pardon me, Riley Armstrong, who backs into the corner. We've actually got Armstrong listed as a scratch. So number 6 Black, either Riley Armstrong. We will go with Curtis Hubbard for the remainder of tonight's game. If it is Riley Armstrong, we do apologize. But Aiden Conlin does head off here as well. JVI Sports Network in the house, our continuing coverage of the Rock Elite League. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at JVI Video. I personally am at Lacrosse Boss, Matthew Carrick. Looking for pronunciations and correct numbers and anything as you watch these games. If there's anything we've got wrong, please let us know so we can correct it. Should we be in the house in the summer or in the coming seasons here? Out of the corner. Big bump there from Coolman. Now drops his man right in front of the Team White bench. Bottom of the pile is Jake Chiapara. So it looks like everybody gets up and runs away. Uranton takes a huge bump. Ball close to the over and back line as now it is flipped over by Cresswell. And it'll be an over and back violation against Team Black. Cresswell. Luke Stevens ran into the ball in stride and minor interference there against Black. As Vesna cuts to the net. Still over on the corner though for Stevens. Stevens comes out. Guys all over him. Oh, what a goal. Luke Stevens, the bouncer behind the back. Short-handed goal is a beauty. Makes it 3-2 here with 10 minutes left to play in quarter number 1. Goodness. Jake Boudreau runs in. He's got a man on the crease. Couple huge fakes as he tiptoed the line. Diving through. Looked like that was Curtis McGrath, who gets one back quickly. No replay in the house here this evening, as Orleman was arguing the crease violation, but to no avail. Back to the faceoff dot. Coolman. Bit of a tug there. Looks like, pardon me, it's Boudreau. As Delzato all over him, almost a full-on bear hug. As this pass is going to be intercepted, Delzato racing away from Quick. Delzato, the shot in his second of the game. So we've got 8:40 to play here, 1-goal game as we start to open up a little bit. Early movement against Yvonne Boldock. We'll give it to Spencer Gaunt. Gaunt dicing his way through the crowd, takes himself to his wrong side before bouncing that in front of Orleman. It goes up out of play off the screening. It's quickly down the floor. This looks like John Vesna. Pardon me, that was James on the far side. John Vesna was up top, the two white players with the red helmets. Number 6 in the black shoes, James Vesna. Number 9 in the red shoes, John. As they'll both come back and play defense as Team Black comes in. Cresswell. Number 78. Big check up top from Donetta. This one rolls through the legs of Orleman. Where is the ball? As it's caught up in the stick is Max Uranton. Had that shot go through. Here's Boudreau sidestepping his way close to the restraining line, not over. As he passes up top, Jacob Lowe on the floor here. Dustin Pratt. Pratt gets a pick. Open space. Oh, there was a slight gap open just above the left knee, between the knee and the glove of Orleman. Best spot to shoot on a goaltender, and it was still there as the shot went wide. But just not quite for Dustin Pratt. As now Team White comes in off the shot clock violation. Delzato blasts that one wide. It goes off the backboards. Bounces all the way down the floor, out over center, over and back. Against Team White. Here comes Boudreau now. Throw to the half boards, wheeling over the top, and Armstrong takes the shot. Quickly down floor, Aiden Conlon. Oh, Bulldog back for Conlon. Conlon again finds the top corner, third time the charm. So he got a number of looks at that. Looks like James Vesna getting some attention over on the bench. The other Vesna brother colliding over on the crease, gets taken down hard, and it'll be an illegal cross check against Team Black, and White goes to the power play here. Starts with Boldock up top. Yvonne Boldock to his far side. Donetta. Boldock gets back. Big head fake from Kevin Dong. Stepping up as Donetta takes the shot. Save made by Dunkerley. They'll restart in the corners. That one goes up and out of play. Back here for Dong. Boldock. Stepping in, fires. It goes through the legs of Dunkerley. And a first lead of the game now for Team White. They lead 5-4. Donetta back to the face-off dot against McGrath. Stevens running into that. He's going to steal it away from Colton Gaunt. Bulldog far side. Donetta a rising shot. Dunkerley makes the save. That one goes up and hits the rafters. So they'll bring it back to the corner one more time. here for Dong. Kevin Dong, the bounce shot comes through from up top. That is Luca Danetta. Takes the shot and a point for the bench. From Danetta, who now lines up to contest this faceoff. Just outside of 3 minutes to play, 21 down. In our first of 2 games here. Bronze medal final in the Prospect Division between the 3rd and 4th seeds. Out of these 4 teams will be in the house every night this week as we give you the Pee Wee final tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Ball stuck in the stick there, it looked like, of Matthew Gorman, but did get it free in enough time to get it to the crease where a shot gets called in the crease violation. Brought up over center here. Nathan Ethier has to duck out of the way of Luca Danetta on the back check. As it gets passed to the far side, Max Uranton now over for Boudreau. Down in the corner, Ethier spins off a first check. Now Boudreau back to take his man out again. Big pick up top. No moving call, as it's going to be a low shot, well wide though from Spencer Gaunt. And it'll result in a shot clock violation, so no harm, no foul on that potential moving pick call that the officials let go. Here's Scott Delzato sending it to the crease where he was looking for James Vesna. Ball bounces away from Brother John, though, right in front of the black bench. As Team Black will start out with it. Spencer Gaunt. Shovel pass up over center. Here's Jacob Lowe now, getting the pass from Cresswell. Lowe to the far side. Lowe gets it back down for Cresswell. Cresswell faking back, passes off, looking into the far corner. Owen Quick not ready for that one as it bounces wide over to the far side, and now Vesna runs his way down. Black shoes, number 6, James Vesna. As the pass comes back up top, Aiden Conlon. He'll now flip off for Bulldog. He's got room to shoot. Takes it, and the triangle can't close fast enough. As Bulldog has his second, makes it 7-4. With 40 seconds left to play in the first period here. 19-16 are now the shots. Will be about 30 seconds when they whistle this one in. 31 to be exact, as Danetta pulls it back. Batted around by, Hayden Kuhlman in front of us, as he didn't want to get called for the over and back violation. And as White touches up, the clock stops at 24.6. And Kevin Orleman will head to the bench here as Steph LeBlanc and Patty Campbell have the conversation with the home bench on what will be the last shot here. DJ Clevey leading the conversation. Over on the Team Black bench. Again, 24.6 seconds on the clock here in the first half. 7-4 is the score in favor of Team White. They look for final shot in on Cameron Dunkerley. Kevin Orleman will take one last sip of water and return back to the net here, it looks like. Red Sox up over center for Jake Ferreira. Ferreira for Gorman. It bounces past Ferreira as Delzato gets it. Quickly down in the corner, Danetta. Played here for Dong. Danetta circling back. Tries the dunk shot. Where's the ball? Crease violation before anything has a chance to happen. And on the dead ball, 6.4. Team Black will use their timeout. As Orleman stayed on the floor for that exchange, like we said. As now it's a defensive conversation being led by Steph LeBlanc. Dunkerley now to the bench with 6.4 on the clock. They're running it. If it was 6.4, they now put 3.6, 7.6 is what they'll eventually decide on. Coming out of this timeout. Night probably over, like we said, for Cameron Dunkerley as Rylan Hartley and him converse over on the Team Black bench. Kevin Orleman returns to his net. His younger brother Steven gets ready to take over in period number 2. Extra attacker on Jake Boudreau was ready to head up the floor. Heard the whistle that actually came from the ball hockey pit in behind us. As Black passes to the far side and a miss pass there from Kuhlman. But he did his work early on. 3 power play goals for the hat trick. Curtis McGrath, the other one for Team Black. Delzato with a pair. Luca Danetta, Luke Stevens. 2 for Yvonne Bolnock, 1 for Aiden Conlon for Team White. It's a 7-4 score after the first half. We'll take a quick timeout here. Final 24 minutes comes next. Second half underway with that whistle and the face-off. As Team Black will come away with the first possession. They work right to left here in our second half as Boudreau gets it down low, feeds the cutter, which is Cresswell. Goes in and tests Stephen Orleman early. He sees that one get flipped wide. Passed up for Scott Delzato. Rylan Hartley in the net to our right now. As he settles in, here's Delzato. Kuhlman on him, ducks around after faking the shot. Goes in, took the shot. Couple bumps on his way in as well. As the rebound picked up by Boudreau. He's all kinds of harassed as he now goes down the far side. Comes up here, Uranton shoots it into the pads of Orleman. 1 minute gone here in the second half. Donetta lowers the shoulder into Coolman. Goes over and back there by Donetta. And a little bit slow on the run back there from Donetta. Stopped Boudreau from the fast break. As the shot comes in, Orleman makes the save as it bounces back out. Big collision in front, collapsing the triangle. Both officials' arms go up. And Uranton picks up the pieces and gets a bit of a tug. And we'll see who it is going off. Looks like Luca Donetta. And I think they've signaled holding. No slash, pardon me. From the official. So the power play gets started again. Already 3 power play goals in the first for Coolman, not on the floor at this moment as Cresswell takes a low shot. Saved by Orleman. Work it down into the corner, comes back for Owen Quick. Up top, Ethier. Nathan Ethier. He passes for Cresswell, who backs in. Coming back here, around the back. Last ditch. Sort of throw the stick at the ball for Andre Cussin. Saw that one go through. No shot came of it, though. Here's White down the other way, 3-on-2. Now our numbers are evened up as it's a sidearm shot coming from Blake Chipara. Oh, a dunk shot goal. Team White with a couple highlights. Here in this one, looks like Matthew Gorman will get number 8 on the game. Short-handed marker as well. The behind-the-back bouncer from Stevens was also short-handed. So maybe Team White will accept the man in the box. Special teams coming to play here today. Dustin Pratt. He cuts back, passing to the far side. Big shot from Armstrong. Bounces off the crossbar. Kicked ahead, though. So here comes John Vesna. Vesna pushed ahead. Chopped down was Colton Gaunt. As he comes back here. Curtis McGrath. He works his way in. Up top, back for Gaunt. Down on the crease. Looking for McGrath one more time. Orleman. Oh. We've got a whistle in behind the play. Not sure what happened there as they were looking for the outlet pass. Hartley was coming out all Bob Watson. Ready to drill his man, but ball never arrived. There's Braden Cresswell. Passes to the far side for Boudreau, who gets it back from Uranton now. Boudreau, a couple side steps. We're on the far side, pick and roll here, trying to get around the Vesna double team. Not sure who that is under the pile. Pinwheeling the stick out of the hands of Del Zotto. There was Coolman. 19 minutes left to play. Coolman all alone. Oh, he can't handle the pass as it falls down right in front for Del Zotto. Del Zotto leading the charges. Jake Boudreau there as well. Right close to the Team White bench. Door was open for a little bit as they're trying to complete a change. Over the shoulder from Del Zotto. Hartley, a nice save. As it's passed up by Boudreau. On the bouncer, Ethier, 2-on-1. He's got Coolman with him, 3-on-2 now, 4-on-2 as Uranton joins the fray. Batted ahead by Coolman. Orleman right there. They got a man in behind everybody. Right at center, it's Del Zotto. 2 rushing back on defense. Won't get there in time, but it's a save made by Hartley anyways. Looks like Del Zotto may have gone through the crease there. Official says no. Del Zotto now looking top corner. Hartley saves that and sends it to the far side where Yvonne Bulldog gets it back. Yvonne Bulldog now tries go over the top of Hartley. Into the corner, comes back for Luke Stevens. Stevens, Gorman. Back in the corner again, Stevens. Up top for Bulldog looking hat trick. This one rings off the glass, and it's just going to be rolled harmlessly back in on net for Hartley. Hartley, a long bomb. That one goes way high. Drops right down for Donetta, though. Quick reset. As Stevens takes the shot. Patty Campbell didn't like the quick whistle there, but it's brought up over center by Dustin Pratt. And now Pratt taken hard into the boards in front of his own bench. He'll head off as Curtis McGrath works to the far side. Spencer Gaunt collects on the crease, back for McGrath. McGrath over the top, and that one just past the left hand of Steve Orleman. Sends it to the far half boards. 4-goal lead for Team White, 8-4. 17 left to play. Shot from Quick. Diving attempt now. Curtis McGrath right in the face of Orleman, who hangs in for the save. Brought up over center, John Vesna. Finds a man off the bench, it's Conlon. Aiden Conlon has gone all over him. Goes back for Vesna. Oh, inside of the far post. Another sidearm shot here from Conlon. That one just manages to squeak through. As Aiden Conlon now has a pair after just hitting the inside of the post on the glove side of Hartley. Big check in the corner here. We had an initial penalty and now some jawing afterwards. First penalty coming up to Team White. It'll be a slash against Luca Donetta. And we did clarify the number 6. It is actually Curtis Hubbard. So our apologies for mentioning him as Riley Armstrong for that first half. Here comes Coleman. A 5-minute slashing penalty against Donetta. That's what Curtis McGrath took exception to when he stood up. Here's Boudreau. The low shot. Orleman made the save. First look was the long bomb down the floor. He will take it now as Stevens trying to run underneath, and just reaching out with the glove hand was Hartley. Take that out of harm's way. Nathan Ethier now comes up over center, rips a shot. It's bouncing around between the legs of Orleman, who now just collapses on top of it. We'll hang on for the whistle as James Vesna will circle back out of the way. Coleman takes Vesna hard into the boards, and already 8 seconds just outside the restraining line. Quick restart though. Here's Coleman. He gets filled in straight to Ethier on the crease as Orleman comes up with the save. Orleman looking down floor, close to center, but not over for Luke Stevens. Stevens trying to bounce pass to Matthew Gorman. Nobody wants it. Coleman coming away with it though. And it looks like Team Black will head up for a change here as we get a timeout call by Team Black as they ran past the bench. Another apology here to Marshall Stevens. We've been calling him Luca Donetta all night long as he was wearing number 7. Marshall Stevens has a goal in this game. Looked like one of the Stevens. We now confirm it is Marshall. As we said, does have a goal, has that 5-minute major against him as well, as we figure that out just in time to point out he took the 5 penalty. For the rest of the night, we'll have number 7 White and number 6 Black, Curtis Hubbard. Correctly identified, our thanks to Nick Rose, goaltender for the Toronto Rock and coordinator of the Rock Elite League, for pointing those out to us. Here's Coleman up top. And for his help all year long, along with Patty Campbell, giving us rosters and equipment and floor space upstairs. And everything that we need to do what we do here on game day. They've been a great help this year. Here comes Coleman. Heading up over center floor. Playing some decent lacrosse in their back half of their NLL season as well. Big weekend coming up, March 11th and the 13th, both at home. Country night against Calgary, and then family night on Sunday against the Vancouver Stealth, both at the Air Canada Centre. As we watch Orleman cover up again. Closing in on the final 12 minutes here, the fourth quarter, if you will, as Dustin Pratt runs up over the restraining line. Look at the ball movement here from Team Black as Boudreau sent it to the crease for Uranton, and Steve Orleman stood tall there to make the save. 2 minutes remains on the major penalty. Here's Ethier cutting through. Going to get another one here as Boudreau was dropped in front. He gets up and has words for James Vesna. They still chat as Vesna going off. 2 minutes checking from behind. Is the call, as there was still about a minute and 10 or so left on the major. So 5-on-3 for a minute 34. And the first goal there comes from Coleman. Another power play marker. And we'll see if they take that off the major or not. It should come off the major, I believe. But no, they're actually going to release James Vesna. Coleman's 4th, all of them power play markers. His second 5-on-3. As Boudreau will go back to the dot. 1 minute exactly remains in the major penalty. As here's Boudreau. Takes it off the line, passes over to Ethier. Nathan Ethier. Check from behind on the stick as they go over. Coleman leaves for Uranton. Back for Pratt to the far side. Boudreau now. Pratt up top. Boudreau again. Oh, quick stick looking for Coleman. He wasn't ready for that. Takes a check and stumbles a bit. 5 on the shot clock as Coleman has to go for Ethier. A quick shot. Orleman the save. Bounces back for Ethier. Gets around, Aiden Conlon. As Pratt now goes for Boudreau. A low shot. Saved by Orleman as it bounces off the board. Back for Boudreau. 10 seconds left in the power play. It was a major penalty and then a 2-minute minor that followed as Pratt has up top. We're back to 5-on-5 now as Boudreau gets it. Passes for Coleman again. Not ready for the hard pass through the weave. As Boudreau cuts in front. It's up for grabs. Uranton picks it out. He's got it, but he's also being double teamed. Him and Delzato fall, and it's going to be Marshall Stevens. Not Luca Donetta wearing number 7. Coming out, getting taken out hard into the boards. Got the pass away for Delzato, though. As they do head up the floor. Big pass looking in front for Stevens, who would cut through. Comes up here for Boudreau. Aiden Conlon plays defense on him with black shorts with the red stripe. As off the bench in quick is Curtis Hubbard, the other jersey we've had trouble with here tonight. Luke Stevens over and back, then flips the ball over his head. Stevens still not sure where the ball is as he was turned and was arguing with the official. Now he's got it as he looks back the correct way. Down into the corner. Up top for McGrath here. Pardon me, that's Andre Cussin who gets it down low for Colton Gaunt. He tries to dive through, can't quite reach there as the triple team arrived on scene. Jacob Lowe, he's shoving and now a couple punches thrown. We may have a scrap here as Jeremy Bailey doesn't look like he's ready to let them get on with it. Jacob Lowe still hung up. Maybe a couple shots from down low. As now finally they get separated. Jacob Lowe heading off here, 8:53. Clock has actually stopped at 8:53. As Lowe heads to the penalty box. He's got Jake Ferreira with him. We'll see if they decide to call this fighting or anything else. It looks like everyone will remain in the game. And the extra will go the way of Team Black. The Lowe family has been pretty good friends of the JVI Sports Network over the years. And now the conversation is the two penalties offset, but what were they? Were they 2 minutes or 5? It's definitely a 2 against Lowe. Four on four for 2 minutes is the call. As Gaunt has exited the penalty box after those 2. I guess they're saying Lowe will remain in the box. That's Ferreira comes out. So a double minor against Lowe. And just 2 against Ferreira, I believe. And now Spencer Gaunt gets escorted back into the penalty box. As it'll be Gaunt and Ferreira that'll exit in 2 minutes. Well, Gaunt will come back anyways. It's 5 on 4. This is what we know, 5 on 4 in favor of Team White. Oh, that one hit off a body from Del Zotto, and Hartley had to recover quickly to go back to his right. So Gaunt will return in 2 minutes, and Ferreira and Lowe will hold. Still, again, no PA announcer and no signal was made from the officials, so not really sure still if it was 2 or 5 against those 2 in the box. Here comes Colton Gaunt, keeping everything out of the crease until he fell on the last check, and then a late bump comes through at the end as Matthew Gorman goes over. I think he was looking for Conlon, but it was intercepted by Del Zotto. Now Del Zotto goes for Conlon. Zotto again over the shoulder. That's actually Yvonne Bulldog, who ends up with his 3rd of the game. 2 now on the power play as that doubles up the score, 10-5 in favor of Team White. Seven and a half to play here in our bronze medal final in the Prospect Division. Played out by Marshall Stevens. Stevens for John Vesna. Brother James set a pick. It comes back for Marshall Stevens again. Stevens rings it off the backboards. He's going to chase his own rebound now as it comes to the restraining line. looking up there for John Vesna. It's in front, Vesna in the crease as he came in looking for the loose ball. We'll now flip it back to the goalie. Two penalized players getting set to return to the floor on the next whistle as Hayden Kuhlman brings it up to the restraining line. Far side, Ethier coming to set the pick, looking for the ball now as well. As John Vesna went with him. That shot from Boudreau actually bangs off two defenders before dropping back down. Boudreau just hammers it back into the corner as the shot clock expires. And now with 6 minutes to play, Team White will bring it up. Sidearm shot there, rising off the back glass from Del Zotto. There was a few sticks getting mixed up on the near side between James Vesna and Jake Boudreau. As we said, a 10-5 lead in the season coming to an end here for these two teams. Del Zotto took a huge pick from Spencer Gaunt. Gaunt's going to unbuckle and Del Zotto's going to go here. James Vesna looked like he was coming in as Gaunt all over Del Zotto. I think the better matchup would have been Vesna, but the pick was on Del Zotto. Credit him, wanted to fight his own battle. So he went after the much bigger Spencer Gaunt. As Gaunt goes and takes a seat in the penalty box. Del Zotto getting escorted off. Pretty good season for Team White for Scott Del Zotto. Good evening as well, as he gets 2 goals here. Spencer Gaunt went into the penalty box and now will be asked to leave. The trainer coming over as well. Looked like Gaunt just wanted a place to sit and rest after that. Maybe a bit of blood as well, as the trainer did make her way over, but she's going to chase him into the box. 4:21, the clock is stopped here as Lowe and Ferreira now exit the box. And extra penalty, Del Zotto, I think, picked up a slash, which started that off the pick that wasn't called. As Kuhlman will be up top, they'll work the near side of the horn first. If the righties involved, shot comes from down low. Goes in on Orleman. Makes the save, and with 4 minutes exactly left to go, he bounces it down looking for Luke Stevens, who collides with Kuhlman just as he picked up. Hayden Kuhlman over center, now the restraining line as well. Gets a little help from Owen Quick. Kuhlman for Cresswell. Back for Kuhlman. Wasn't sure that he had caught that in front of the official. As they now go down into the corner, racing through. Off the side was Hubbard. Got in a low shot, skips off the turf from Owen Quick, off the back glass as well. And it'll be left right near center by Kuhlman. As Blake Chiapara comes in. Chiapara dancing around, gives for Gorman. Near side, Marshall Stevens. Down low on the crease, just a shovel shot from Luke Stevens. Gets in on Hartley. Had to look for it a little bit before getting it into the glove. And we're into the final 3 minutes, which will be stop time here. 10-5 lead in favor of Team White. Team Red, Team Blue awaiting their turn on the floor. They'll fight for the gold medal final here in the Prospect Division for the 2015-16 season. That game will come your way next. Here, if you're looking for on-demand, watch rockeliteleague.com. Hit the videos tab and you'll see our entire season-long coverage of the Rock Elite League, which will include tomorrow night's Pee Wee final, Wednesday night's Bantam final, and the final 3 games in the midget division on Thursday evening. Over the shoulder, bouncer there from Marshall Stevens. We've seen some funny goals. Not sure if that was just English on the ball or how that one ends its way in, but not much Hartley can do on that. That makes it 11-5 and pretty much seals the deal here for Team White as they'll come away the third place finishers in the Rock Elite League Prospect Division. 11-5 score, 33-31 of the shots at this point in favor of Team Black. And we're going to get another scrap in behind the play. Boudreau stripping the equipment. And a second one breaking out is Vesna. This is James Vesna and Boudreau, the main event here. Oh, they're connecting a couple times. Some of the tape comes out. Boudreau with a left hand. He's now caught up as the right gets free from Vesna. Boudreau over the top. Another couple rights land from Vesna. Boudreau raining whites. The jersey went up over Vesna for a bit. Officials backing out as Boudreau gets a couple more. Round 2. No, they won't let them go into overtime. What a scrap between Boudreau and Vesna. As Vesna comes out, the official says, "Are you good?" He said, "Yeah, I am, but I'm tired." As Lowe and Ferreira dropped the gear, they looked at the ref and said, "Are we good to do it now?" And he says, "No, 53.7 on the clock." As those two found each other after their exchange that gave them offsetting minors. They'll put the gear back on, which should be a formality at this point. As the clock begins to wind down, they've called for the end of the game. Final score will be 11-5 as there's 33 seconds on it. Ferreira making his way off the floor. Jacob Lowe being shown the gate as well. 20 seconds remains here. What a way to finish the junior division. A spirited tilt between James Vesna and Jake Boudreau, who led the prospect division in scoring for the season, did Jake Boudreau from the Brampton Excelsiors. Ends up raining bombs here at the end of our final game of the 2015-16 season here in the prospect division. Once again, a lot of these guys you've been watching all year play junior C, B, and A all over Ontario. Get out there and support your local minor lacrosse this summer as these kids will now head off to training camp. Coming up next, Junior Blue, Junior Red, the gold final here in the prospect division. Third place belongs to Team White as we say so long from inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Matthew Carrick, our JVI Sports Network crew, and everybody involved with the Rock Elite League want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, to be elite.